Do you like Southwestern food? Well, we sure do, mainly because we live in the Southwest. I'm doing this today from Arizona, where we live, very close to the Mexican border. So we get a lot of really fresh avocados and things from Mexico. Um, it's great living here. So today we're going to play with our Ninja Combi again, and I'm going to make for you guys a homemade Southwestern cornbread casserole. That's right. There's a lot of ingredients going on. This is going to be fun. Let me show you what's happening. Well, all right, there's quite a bit of ingredients going on here. The only thing I do not showing you right now is 1 pound of ground beef because it's still in the fridge, but 1 pound of ground beef will go with this. You can also do this with chicken, like pulled chicken, but I'm going to do it with beef tonight because that's the way I like it. So, poblano and red pepper corn. You know that's good. Thick and chunky salsa. We did a mild because we got heat coming from the poblano and we've got heat coming from the green chilies. And that's enough heat for us. We got a little heat coming from, well, we got a lot of heat because this one says hot. Hot red enchilada sauce. Didn't mean to get that, but it's okay. We don't mind a little spice. I got some white onion over here. I got some black beans. I got 2 good avocados. And I got some Martha White yellow cornbread mix. Actually says from the makers of Martha White. It's got a different brand name on it, but it's Martha White. It's a yellow cornbread mix. That's it. And of course, don't forget, I got a pound of hamburger as well. We're going to do all this in our Ninja Combi, including browning the burger. This is ground beef. 73.27. I got the fatty stuff on purpose. Yeah, that's right. We're going to drain the grease, but I feel that sometimes when it's very, very lean, it just doesn't taste as good. I like that fat content, especially in a dish like this. We're going to drain the grease out, so it's going to be good. So we're going to put this right into our Ninja Combi pan. And as it cooks in our Ninja Combi on sear saute, we will crumble it up, break it up a little bit as it cooks. Because, as you know, it's a little hard to do now. Sometimes I buy it in these little packs. Sometimes I buy it in the packages with the clear tops on them. This was the Walmart stuff, and I wanted the higher fat content, so this is the way to get it. And that's good enough to get it started right there. So if you didn't know that you could cook hamburger in a Ninja Combi, well, you'd be wrong. Any of these Ninja devices that has a sear saute mode will brown up burger real nice. Now, we're going to close the door. No, we're not. That was a trick. For sear saute, we actually need to leave the door open. We could leave it cracked kind of like that. We can leave it wide open like that. It doesn't matter. But we're going to start over here just so we can get to our controls. We're going to power up. We're going to take it to sear saute by pressing the down button. And this is your temperature, high 4, high 5, high 3. We're going to go with high 4. And we'll hit the start button. If you try to start sear saute with the door closed, it's just going to tell you to open the door. So we'll just avoid that. There is no time setting on it, like a timer. It will count up for you so you know how long it's been in there. That doesn't really matter. Now, I like to leave it cracked pretty wide on sear saute like that. So you see I got the door open about the width of my hand. I want all the steam to come out. This is a white onion. I'm going to use about 1/4 of it. I chose white onion. It's just a tiny bit sweeter. Not really sweet, but not as strong as a yellow onion or a red onion. The amount of onion is up to you guys. This is the way I'm going to do it. Throw that over in a bowl while we're waiting on the burger, and then we'll toss this in with it. Now, things happen pretty quickly in the Combi, so make sure you keep a good eye on it. I've already gone in and stirred once. Now, you're going to hear a beep. That's just telling me that the pot's been removed. And it probably says add pot over here on the door. Yeah, it says add pot over there on the door. Well, you got to take the pot out when you're sear sauteing to stir things. And can you guys see that? I don't even know. Let me see. Yeah, you can see it. Anyway, here goes the onions. I'm just going to mix those in and continue. And just breaking up any of the larger chunks so it'll cook all the way through. Here we go, straight out of the combi. Still got the grease in it. So what I'm gonna do now is go ahead and drain the grease and just let it sit and cool down a little bit. And while we're waiting for that to cool, we're gonna go ahead and make the cornbread. We're gonna make the mix and get it ready for this casserole. Follow your directions for your cornbread. They're all different. I'm gonna do both packages, so I'm gonna put 2 eggs in. Two-thirds of a cup of milk times 2. Do whatever it is you want to do to yours. Mine, I'm making a Southwest dish. It's going to be pretty spicy. And one of the things that we really enjoy is to have a sweeter cornbread to go with the savory, spicy filling. So I will be adding a little bit of honey directly to my cornbread mix. I'm not measuring. Honey is not the easiest thing to whisk in, so I got to give it a few extra whisks there. And we're going to make 2 full packages here. I don't know if we're going to use all of it, but we need to make it all because we don't know exactly how much topping we're going to need. So we'll be prepared. It's better to be prepared than not prepared, in my opinion. When you drained your burger, make sure you go around and wipe up any grease that may have come off the edge of the pan, because our next step is we're going to put this back in the combi on oven mode, and you don't want any fires or anything. So I took mine and wiped mine all off around the edges, and we're ready for all the good ingredients now. Starting with that burger and onion mixture. And next up is going to be my poblano Southwest corn with poblano and red peppers. I'm going to drain the liquid. Next up will be my black beans. I'm also going to drain the liquid, and I'm not going to use the full can. All I could find was a 15-ouncer, but we're going to use about half the can. So we'll go for about half the can, maybe a little more, like that. Looks good. And of course, there is no particular order on this, guys. This is just the way I'm grabbing the stuff off the counter here. Next up will be this rotel, diced tomato and green chilies. No reason to do too much draining there. We want a little liquid going on in here. We don't want this to be dry. So, but these tomatoes are going to give us some nice liquid. Next up is going to be your red enchilada sauce. Now, I did tell you that we bought the insane hot version. Give this a little stir before I pour it. But we've got a lot of spices going on here, so we are not going to use this full can because we don't want it too spicy on us. So we're going to use about a quarter of the can. You guys do whatever you want to do, you know. And now I've got this thick and chunky salsa. I don't really need to measure that. That's about 1.5 cups right there. And there is one more ingredient that is pretty important, and that is your favorite blend of Mexican cheeses. I'm going to use this Fiesta blend, shredded Monterey Jack, cheddar, queso, quesadilla, and quesadilla. I don't know what that cheese. And asadero cheese? I don't know. But I've had this before, and it's really good. A large handful. 2 large handfuls. I mean, one thing with cheese, well, can't really have enough cheese, if you ask me. I'm going to go with even a little more. What was this? This started off as 8 ounces, so we'll go with just a little more. That is good. That is looking good. And away we go. And that gives us about 3/4 of an inch or so of room for it to rise, which should be just about right. So this is something we can do in the Combi that we cannot do in our other devices, our Foodie and our Speedy, is make a large casserole. And this is massive. This is probably 2 dinners and maybe a couple lunches for us as well. So in we go, bottom, of course. This one, we are going to shut the door on this one. Power up. Oh, we're already, with our lever down, we're already on air fry stove top, so we're going to go up here to bake. I'm going to change that to 375. And we are going to set a timer on this one. We're going to set it for 20, but we're obviously going to be in here checking it pretty hard at 15. It may take 20. It might take 25. You just add 5 more minutes to it as you see fit. Well, here we are, Scott's Southwest homemade cornbread beef casserole. Did that come out absolutely perfect or what? Look at that golden brown on that cornbread. Unbelievable. Let's get some on a plate, put a few garnishes on it, and dig in. Homemade cornbread casserole, got a little avocado, a little sour cream on top. What you see on the side there is fried yellow crookneck squash, but this time I did something very special. I used my very favorite butter. Look at that butter fat, guys. 82% butter fat. This is my all-time favorite butter. I don't often find it. Whenever I do find it, I buy it. It just makes everything about 82% better. Anyway, that is a thing of beauty. This dinner is going to be fantastic, and let's go ahead and try it out. All right, first bite is just going to be some of the filling. No cornbread. Just want to taste what the filling tastes like first. Here we go. Oh my God. Okay, that was good. It does have a little heat to it. Now, just cornbread by itself, just make sure it's cooked all the way through, but I can see that it is. Got a nice crispy exterior. That's good cornbread. That's cornbread, if you know what I mean. None of that foo-foo stuff. Yeah, that's like old-fashioned cornbread that I used to have when I was a kid. My mom used to make. That's what you want. That's like you kind of used to make when I used to cook like navy beans all day long. Cornbread with that. Yeah, this goes really well together. Now we're going to try a little bread, a little cornbread. We're going to try a little bit of everything here. Got a little avocado, some meat, and a dribble of sour cream on there, so kind of all together here. Ninja Combi for the win. Man, that was easy. Mix some stuff up, chuck it in there, it cooks it for you. Let's go for some of that high butter fat yellow crookneck squash, which you probably know by now is one of my all-time favorite vegetables. A little of the McCormick pink Himalayan mix on it. That salt, salted butter. How do you say that word anyway? Plugra. Plugra. And that's it. Just slice it, put it in my Ninja non-stick skillet over there, and just fried it up. And that's how we like it. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hit the bell for notifications. Subscribe to the channel. Basically means follow the channel. Hit the like button if you liked it. Hit the down button if you didn't. I'll take either one. Don't forget, memberships are now live. You probably know that by the time this video comes out. There's a link in the description to join. There's also a join button right on the video itself, right underneath of it. A couple bucks a month supports the channel. You get a few perks. You get to see some videos first. You get to see videos that no one's ever going to see unless you're a member. And we're going to go live in that channel as well. So you'll have some member-only live streams coming up here and there. We're going to have a lot of fun in there. Let's get some members and then we'll crank it up. We'll see you real soon on the next video.